Hi, I'm Nola Stewart. Welcome to Conservation Through Having Smaller Families. This PowerPoint presentation is in 3 parts. Each part is a standalone section. Part A, Money. Are there more people on Earth than is helpful for the planet? Most probably yes. World population is increasing. Better medical care means that people now live longer. Babies which once might have died as infants now live to produce families of their own. Each person has needs which the earth must supply. Food, clothing, shelter, and energy supplies are the basic needs. Each person also has wants which the earth supplies. Luxury items and collector's items are some of these. Money is usually the key to these things. But where does the money come from? Trade existed before there was money. Money was developed as a convenient way of selling and buying things. But money by itself is useless without things to spend it on. And money cannot be circulated unless it is backed by production from the ground, for example mining, or from the soil, for example agriculture, or from the sea, for example fishing, or from the bush, for example forestry. So money has to be backed by production. If a government prints money for nothing, it will cause inflation, because there is more money but not more goods to buy with it. Inflation is also caused when people get the same money for producing less, or when they get more money without producing more. Whatever its value, money represents the productivity of the earth. Think about where your money comes from. Some people have jobs which are directly related to the earth's provision. Miner, fisherman, forester, farmer. The jobs of others depend on the raw materials which the earth supplies. Builder, machinist, factory worker, metal worker. Still more people have work in the service industries related to goods produced from the earth. Driver, mechanic, seaman. Some people's salaries come from the taxes which are paid by others. Teacher, parliamentarian, public servant, nurse. Some people depend on the work of others for their financial support. Child, housewife, pensioner, student. When we trace our money back to where it came from originally, we will find it is from the productivity of the earth. And what will we exchange it for? We will spend it on goods and services, all of which flow from the productivity of the earth. Each child needs the support of earth for all its life. It needs some land to be under production to give it food and clothes. Trees will be cut down to provide housing, furniture, books, food packaging. Each child also needs a source of energy for cooking, lighting, and to produce manufactured things. The parent's income, and later the child's income, will provide its needs and wants. But if we trace that income back to its origin, it is the earth that supports the child. And every child, every day, 365 days a year for the whole of its life. Some people have a small amount of financial support, while others have a lot. Since money represents the productivity of the earth, this means that a small part of earth supports some people, 1% for half the population, while a comparatively large part supports the rest, 99% for the other half. To meet the needs of all the world's poor would require several more planets like the Earth. 20% of Earth's resources go to the underdeveloped countries and societies, for example, rural China. 80% of Earth's resources go to developed countries, for example, USA, Japan, and industrial China. But 75% of Earth's population is in the underdeveloped areas, and only 25% in the developed areas. So it can be worked out that 12 children in an underdeveloped country use about as much of the Earth's resources as one child in a developed country. And it would take 36 children in an underdeveloped country to use as much as a small Western family of 3 children, for example. The Earth's resources are running out, mostly to developed places to keep the people at a high living standard, but also to countries like China and India that are raising their living standards, which is accelerating resource depletion. Since 1986, Earth's population has been using renewable resources like forests and fish faster than they are being replenished by nature. What can we all do about it to prevent suffering by future generations? If we choose to have smaller families, this would help to save the Earth's resources and its beauty. A reduction of 1 child in a developed country is equivalent to a cutback of 12 children in an underdeveloped country in saving Earth's resources. Are you planning a family? And are you conservation-minded? To cut back on your planned family by even 1 or maybe 2 children helps to save Earth's resources in the future, and is a very conservation-minded thing to do. Note, the only way of population control endorsed by the author is a voluntary, mutually agreed reduction in family size. Such a reduction is put forward as a responsible course of action in order to care for nature. Please use the link below for Part B, Forests, or go to the website www.population.org.au, then find Resources and click on Link.